Deep under the streets of New York live 4 mutant turtle teenage ninjas, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, as well as their rodent father, Splinter. The 4 boys all desire to leave the sewer and live a normal life, but Splinter strictly prohibits this. When New York is facing a crime spree led by the mysterious Superfly, the turtles believe that if they take down this criminal, the citizens of New York will accept them. Little do the turtles know that this mission will lead to a discovery that hits closer to home than they expected. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem is the latest adaptation of the beloved franchise of the same name. And this is only the second animated theatrical adaptation for the Turtles, which is something I found quite interesting. And no, you don't have to worry, because unlike the previous 2 adaptations of the Turtles, this one is not produced by Michael Bay. Instead, this adaptation is produced by the credited permanent teenager, Seth Rogan. And depending on who you are, that's probably just as much of a red flag as Michael Bay. But calm down. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem is an absolute blast. It takes this franchise in a direction I can't really recall it doing before, and it does so excellently. The film is filled to the brim with the titular mutant mayhem, and you can almost smell the teen spirit. The cast of actors they selected for the Turtles marks a first for the franchise, because the voice actors for all 4 Turtles are actually real teenagers. Nicholas Cantu, Michael Abbey, Brandy Noon, and Shimon Brown Jr. bring Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, respectively, to life in a way the Ninja Turtles have never done before. They really ham up the fact that the Turtles are teenagers, something that most other incarnations just kinda seem to forget, and all 4 of the actors are phenomenal. The rest of the voice cast is also top-notch. To me, the biggest standouts were Jackie Chan as Splinter and Ice Cube as Superfly. This is definitely a more unique take on Splinter, but it works so well with the film and the other characters, I don't think anyone will care. And Ice Cube as the film's big bad is just perfect, I tell ya. Ice Cube in any movie that he's in is so entertaining to me. Now, as I mentioned, this is the first Ninja Turtles property to really lean into the teenage part of the franchise name. That direction is absolutely brilliant and makes this iteration of the Turtles stand out so well amongst the rest. It has a coming-of-age kind of story, with the Turtles having a desire to be accepted by the people of New York and be able to leave the sewers. And that emotional layer to the film just works so well alongside the titular Mutant Mayhem. And let me just say, I am so glad that Shredder was not the main antagonist of this film. I think out of all of the Ninja Turtles movies, only 1.5 of them are Shredderless. And I am so glad they avoided that, because the Ninja Turtles have such a great rogues gallery of villains. Of course, you got Bebop and Rocksteady, played by Seth Rogen and John Cena respectively. Leatherhead, played by Rose Byrne. Yes, Leatherhead is a female in this movie, and to be honest, I kinda get it. When you look at the Ninja Turtles rogues gallery of villains, especially in the mutant department, it's kind of a sausage fest. I'm just a sucker for whenever my weird cartoon comic book stuff gets adapted so well into a movie. And this film definitely fits that criteria. Now, I'm sure that to some people, when they see the animation of the film, the first thing they're gonna think of is, oh, so it's kinda like Spider-Verse. And while it has some similarities to Spider-Verse, the overall finished product is vastly different from Spider-Verse. Where Spider-Verse decided to lean more into the comic book look, which makes sense, this film leans into a more urban graffiti style, and I absolutely love that. The designs of the turtles themselves feel very distinct and in line with their characters, but what I think worked so well with the animation is that some of it is almost downright gross. From the feel of the New York sewer to the designs of the enemy mutants, everything just looks so gross, but that works so well with this franchise. If there was one franchise where I can say I'm okay with something being gross, it would be this one. Frankly, I never really had an issue with the designs of the Bay Turtles. They looked like gross mutant turtles in those movies, and I think that really worked. I don't feel like it's fair to compare this to Spider-Verse because the overall feel is just so drastically different. And also, it is possible to enjoy two great animated movies without pitting them against one another. It's hard, but it's possible. Now, I'm sure one critique a lot of people are going to have with this film is the hip and radical slang the Turtles use throughout the film. And to that I say, are you new to the franchise? Them adopting new slang doesn't bug me because that's just kind of how the Ninja Turtles are, and that's probably why they've existed for as long as they have. They know how to adapt, but not necessarily date themselves into oblivion. Sure, some lines in this movie are very 2023, but the overall film is borderline timeless. But the story and the characters of the film are so strong overall, I don't think anyone's gonna care. I will say, some of the pop culture references got a bit out of hand to me. Maybe that's just because I didn't understand a majority of the music-based ones. There is a good chance it's simply that. But overall, the dialect the Turtles have doesn't bug me. Because I absolutely loved this film. It is so much fun. The characterization of the TMNT is on point, the animation is phenomenal, and the story is just so unique and different for the Turtles. I really hope this is a Ninja Turtles movie that speaks to the masses, because I want them to explore every corner this universe has to offer. Whether you're an old or new fan of the Ninja Turtles, this is absolutely something you should check out. You want to see something funny? I bought Raphael's size for the thumbnail because Raphael is my favorite of the Ninja Turtles. If you hit someone with these, I don't think it would really cause much damage, if at all. But for some reason, the size have an extra mode to them that can probably be dangerous in the wrong hands. Allow me to demonstrate. Once the size are compacted, you put them together like this, and then you got a stick. This stick can cause some damage. Listen to that. Obviously, that's not its intentions, but in the wrong hands, someone's sibling's getting a concussion. I know that's what I would do as a kid. I hope you all enjoyed this review, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when my next review drops. Oh, and by the way, check out the website. Until next time, I'm Quint Dunaway, hoping you will keep it cinematic.